Yes, welcome. So, we are going to be talking about this controversial topic that's been going on with John Leguizamo and the fact that he literally said on TMZ that he is not going to be watching the Super Mario movie that is coming up, and he seems really pissed. Now, a lot of people are saying that he's on the right, and the other people are saying that he just want to be, woke. And I don't understand why people use a lot of the word woke, because if you look at the meaning in the dictionary, it's totally different from some people just throwing it out there. Some people are just throwing wokeness out there, and I feel like it's ignorant. But apart from that, I'm gonna show you guys some videos. Even there was a time John Leguizamo actually talked about James Bond, and he said a Latino has to act it. They better be uh, uh, a Latino James Bond because it was written by a James Bond. I mean, by a Latino. And I'm like on the line, because when people say it's wokeness, no, it is not wokeness. This is just he wants a self-beneficial with something. He wants to benefit from the industry. He wants his community to benefit, because if you're saying it's inclusive, then you'll be talking about everybody else. But the fact that I just saw a video of him talking about, James Bond better be. So he's mostly, I'm gonna say this, interested in his community as a whole. So now, with the footage that I'm gonna be showing you guys here, you're gonna be hearing it from the horse's mouth, and I'm gonna be taking you guys to Twitter, and you're gonna see what is happening in Twitter, because I saw some people saying they went to see the movie in Twitter, writing that they went to see the movie and it was okay. And I haven't watched the review yet of this Super Mario, movie that has come out. I've seen a lot of people done the review. Hey, I live in Germany, and I don't feel like going. I'm not somebody that is a cinema person. I prefer to stay home. And when the movie is on rent or for buy, I buy it, yes. And literally, I can keep the movie forever. You know what I mean? And actually also do reviews for you guys, or reaction video for you guys. Now, with that being said, I'm gonna be bringing up this. I don't know what you guys think. Is he in the wrong for actually saying he's gonna boycott it because of? I mean, I'm gonna say this. It can't, to me personally, I feel like, why does it have to be problematic? Why does he have to talk? I understand that he wants his people to be, represented, and I also understand that in 1993 he was in the Super Mario actual movie, live movie. So I do understand his concern for character change, because he would like to see somebody from his, community being represented there. Now, with that being said, I'm just gonna show you guys this particular footage of him saying this. And also the James Bond one kind of did rub me. I don't know why it rubbed me in the wrong way. Maybe I'm in the wrong, because if it was written by a Latino, if James Bond was actually written by a Latino, the first James Bond, the creation of James Bond, I kind of do see why he would want a next Latino, James Bond. But I kind of feel, I don't know how I feel when I heard that. I kind of feel like, maybe it's because I've not seen any other ethnicity, actually play the role of James Bond. So I'm gonna show you guys this particular footage over here, and then I'm gonna give you guys my reaction. And I'm not only that, I kind of feel confused inside, because the fact that he came out and he talked about James Bond, and now he's talking about Super Mario, and he's talking about his community, it kind of rubbing me in a. And then he actually, I mean, he did say at last in one of his video that he doesn't want to sound bitter. So tell me, if he is a bitter person, do you perceive, this man John to be John, is it is it Zama? Oh God, his name is Zama, to be a bitter man. So his name, I mean, I'm trying. So you know what? Do you perceive him to be a bitter person, or just a selfish person, or a hater of this particular franchise because it does not include anybody from his, community. And I had somebody throw in the word woke. It's not woke. This is absolutely not woke. There is nothing woke about somebody wanting something to benefit him. So he just wants it to be beneficiary to his community and for them to have more, scenes. I mean, he did talk about, minorities not having to play better scenes, and he did talk about his skin tone and the fact that he couldn't go into the sun. I do understand the struggles and everything that he actually did talk about in many of his other interview, but I don't think this is wokeness. I think he just want people to actually bring more Latinos into the industry and give them representation. Now, with that being said, I mean, I did see some people, the cast of Lilo and Stitch, and I'm gonna say this: I am not actually happy with the cast of Lilo and Stitch. I don't. I know a lot of people might say, "Oh, it is inclusion." I'm like, especially the main characters. I'm a little bit, in the other side when it comes to all of that. So I'm just gonna bring up this footage over here and show you guys what he actually said to TMZ.
Super Mario Brothers? No, I will not be watching. They could have included a Latin character. Like I was groundbreaking, then they stopped the groundbreaking. They messed up. They messed up the inclusion. They disincluded.
Let me start it again.
Will you be watching Super Mario Brothers? No, I will not be watching. They could have included a Latin character. Like I was groundbreaking, then they stopped the groundbreaking. They messed up. They messed up the inclusion. They disincluded. Had some Latin folk. We're 20% of the population. So no Super Mario Brothers for you? Hell no. James Bond was created by a Latino. It should have been a Latino, and it better be a goddamn Latino next. Or anything. I hate being that bitter guy because I'm too short to be bitter.
So sorry for that short break over there. I just wanted to make sure that I have everything in control so that I can actually show you guys and actually be able to pause the stream.
Include a Latin character. Like I was groundbreaking, then they stopped.
I'm able to pause the stream whenever I want and able to actually, um, talk about it. So he did talk about the Super Mario topic, as you can see in this particular footage, and you could actually see, because I actually merged the interview together, the part where he actually talked about this, and this is the one that actually, I don't know why I feel this way, but this is how I feel about him talking about the James Bond character. So, yeah, let me play this.
James Bond was created by a Latino. It should have been a Latino, and it better be a goddamn Latino next time. I don't want to be bitter or anything. I hate being that.
I'm gonna stop it over there. So he's saying that he even talked about James Bond. This is the thing. I feel like a lot of people might talk about its inclusion and all of that. I feel like many people just want to be represented more in Hollywood, and they might use inclusion as a way of cutting and say, "Oh, you should include everybody else, but include me first. I should be the one in the front." So it's more self-beneficiary. Now, with his apologies, I'm gonna play. It's not really an apology. I don't think he actually apologized. I think he just didn't want to look bad, and he didn't want people to be calling him out so much or thinking that he was bitter. So I'm gonna actually play this particular clip where he actually said something about how he feels. So
Anything. I hate being that bitter guy because I'm too short to be bitter. But I mean, the great thing about the original was that there was diverse casting. I was a Latin guy playing a lead, playing the brother of Bob, one of the greats, Bob Hoskins. But now there's no diversity in the cast. I mean, that to me is going backwards. I don't have anything against the actors in it. I mean, that's not their choice. But I would hope that they would continue the diversity and maybe added more diversity.
Okay. So that was what he said. He wanted more diversity in the movie industry. I think some people use diversity as a way to cut lines sometimes. I don't know. Maybe it's the way I feel. Hey, I feel like when I hear somebody say diversity and then talking about their community instead of talking about everybody else, but use diversity as a cloak, I'm like, yeah, it's diversity when you want your own people to get in, but when every other person is not, it's not giving me really diversity. It's giving me, hey, I want me to be in there, and that's what it's giving me. I feel like it is more of a self-beneficial reason. That's why he's talking about this. And the fact that he's saying it's not going to be seeing the Super Mario movie. I mean, whose loss is it? It's not gonna be a loss on the super fans of that particular franchise. People are still gonna go there and they're still gonna watch, the movie. And a lot of people on Twitter are calling him bitter. A lot of people are saying he just mad. So I want you guys to tell me what you think about his statement and what his action and what he's doing. Is he right? Is he bitter? Is he, a hater of the Super Mario franchise? Let me know in the comment section. Now, with that being said, I'm going to say this. Don't forget to leave a like and don't forget to leave your comment, subscribe, and I will see you all on the next one. Have a great day and goodbye.
Watching Super Mario Brothers? No, I will not be watching. They could have included a Latin character like I was groundbreaking, then they stopped the groundbreaking. They messed up. They messed up the inclusion. They disincluded. Had some Latin folk. We're 20% of the population. So no Super Mario Brothers for you? Hell no. James Bond was created by a Latino. It should have been a Latino, and it better be a goddamn Latino next time. I don't want to be bitter or anything. I hate being that bitter guy because I'm too short to be bitter. But I mean, the great thing about the original was that there was diverse casting. I was a Latin guy playing a lead, playing the brother of Bob, one of the greats, Bob Hoskins. But now there's no diversity in the cast. I mean, that to me is going backwards. I don't have anything against the actors in it. I mean, that's not their choice. But I would hope that they would continue the diversity and maybe added more diversity.